Well, hey, everybody. I just got back from the Thrive Life Leadership Convention last weekend at the Thrive headquarters in Utah. I got to tell you, man, I am so fired up. I am so excited. A lot of things happened there that really kind of clarified in my mind things that I want to do. So I have set new goals for myself and for my business. You see, I have been a platinum for a number of years now. And to make platinum, you have to have 200,000 in team sales. Now, that's not just you. That's your entire organization underneath of you. And so I hit that 200,000 in team sales a few years ago. The next level, Emerald, in order to hit that, you need to have 1.5 million in team sales every month. Plus, you have to have 3 gold legs underneath of you. Now, the jump between 200,000 and 1.5 million is just it's just like mind-boggling. It's so far over the horizon that I couldn't even see it. From platinum to emerald, I couldn't even see the goal. Well, I made platinum a couple years ago, and my team volume continues to grow. I'm nowhere near emerald, but I can see it on the horizon now. If I climb a tall tower and use very powerful binoculars, I can see emerald way off in the distance, and it still doesn't really seem possible. But like I said, I got so fired up at convention that I decided that I'm going to set my goal for the first time on emerald. And that's kind of mind-boggling to me, but that's where I'm going to go. That's what I'm going to do. So how am I going to do that? How am I going to build my Thrive Life business? Talk to more people, do more tastings, do more booths. Yeah, you could do that, but that's not how I'm going to do it. There's 2 things that I'm going to do. First of all, I am doubling down on training my team, and half of you on this group are in my team, and that's part of what this group is about. You know, I started this group initially just to train my team, and then I decided to open it to all consultants. So if you're not in my team, you're still, of course, very welcome here. But I'm doubling down on training my team, not only in this group, but also in my other Facebook group that I have just for my team. And anyway, I don't want to get into everything that I'm going to do there, but I'm going to be training my team more deliberately. And the other thing is YouTube. You know, I have built my entire business on YouTube. And I think I've been fairly successful. I got 156,000 viewers, and I hit platinum because of that. But I realized, sometimes I get a spurt in the number of new subscribers that I get on YouTube, where it goes way up for about a month and then it drops down again. Every time I have a surge of new subscribers, I also have a surge in my Thrive Life business. That's because my YouTube channel is what's driving my Thrive Life business. So I don't actually concentrate much at all on Thrive except to train my team. The main thing that I concentrate on is YouTube, because YouTube is the marketing mechanism that drives my business. So how am I going to build my Thrive business? I have now set a goal. Remember, I said I'm 156,000 subscribers. I've now set my goal on YouTube for 500,000 subscribers. That's massive for me. That's massive. And so that's where I'm going to be putting in the major part of my energy, is in building my YouTube channel, because I know that out of that come new customers and new consultants. Now, I have been actually studying for quite a while how to build my online presence, how to increase my YouTube presence. And I've enrolled in several courses in the past and spent quite a few thousands of dollars on those to learn how to learn how to become an internet entrepreneur. That's what I want to be. And if you want to have success in Thrive through the social media, you need to concentrate on becoming an internet entrepreneur. What does that mean? That means now that I've built my channel, now that I've built my presence on social media, I can market anything. I have chosen to market Thrive Life because it's an incredible company. But anything that I put out on my channel, I'll sell. I've done it. I've put out a couple of other things, and in just with one video, I earned $1,500 just from that one video of sales of other products that I won't get into. My point is, I'm not a Thrive Life consultant. I've said this before. I'm not a Thrive Life consultant who's trying to sell on YouTube. I am an internet entrepreneur who is selling Thrive Life. So you want to become successful selling Thrive on YouTube or Facebook, learn how to become an internet entrepreneur. Take courses, read books, educate yourself about internet marketing. So one of the things that I've done recently, this is a book that I just bought. It's called Hook Point, and I read this on the plane on the way to the leadership conference and on the way home again. This is a truly excellent book, and what I learned as I started to read this book is that this is actually the second book that he wrote. It's called Hook Point: How to Stand Out in a 3-Second World. Because, one of the other courses that I took was attraction marketing, and I've mentioned it here. In attraction marketing, they say that you have 7 seconds to grab somebody's attention. This book says you have 3 seconds to grab somebody's attention. Now, as I read this book, I discovered this is actually the second book that he's written, and the first one is called 1 Million Followers: How I Built a Massive Social Following in 30 Days. I haven't read that one yet, but that was obviously the first one, and the Hook Point is a sequel to that. So I highly recommend both of them. If you really want to begin to study internet marketing, then this is what I recommend that you do. Now, during the leadership conference, I think it was Sandy Pearson who said that great success is achieved with small incremental steps. You don't just suddenly, bam, there it is. Tiny, small, incremental steps done on a regular basis will eventually bring you great success. And one of the things that I've learned in Hook Point is one little thing of change that is an incremental change that I think is going to make a big change in my business, in my YouTube business, in growing my channel. And that is my video intro for my channel that I put at the beginning of every video. Now, it's very important when you're doing a video that you have first of all, a thumbnail and a headline or a title that's going to grab people's attention. If they don't click on it, you're wasting your time. And then once you grab their attention and they click on it, according to Hook Point, you've got 3 seconds to set the expectation and to grab their attention and to make them want to continue to watch. And then once you do that, then you have to have content that is compelling enough to make them continue to watch. So your headline and thumbnail, and then the first 3 seconds of setting the expectation, and then content that compels them to watch. But I discovered that, I do pretty good with the thumbnails and the headlines, but then that 3 seconds I grabbed their attention, and then I would lose their attention because of my long intro. So let me go to YouTube Analytics on one of the videos and show you what I'm talking about. Now, these analytics you can see for your entire channel. You can also see them for each individual video, and that's in your YouTube Creator Studio. So here I am looking at the analytics for this individual video that I just recently uploaded, and this right here is called the audience retention graph, and it shows you, at 5 minutes, whatever, you've got 55% of the people that started watching are still watching, and you can see how it drops as it goes on. Now, this formation right here is what's called a hockey stick. It starts out at 100% and it drops very quickly, and then it straightens out. This is a formation that you don't want to see. And this happens, I've discovered from reading Hook Point, this happens for one reason is because my intro to my channel is much too long. I have a 37-second intro, and people lose interest during the intro. So see this little red line right here? I can actually play the video and the red line will move and it'll show you what's happening. So let's take a look at this.
Well, today I'm going to move into my new pantry and try to get it all organized.
Now the intro starts. See the little red line moving? 37-second intro. It's too long.
Here we go.
And the viewership continues to drop.
Yeah. Wow.
Now right about here is where it stopped dropping. Notice that I have, in the first 37 seconds of my video, I have lost, what is that, 37% of my viewers? This is not a good situation. And that's because my intro is way too long. So have I been successful on YouTube? I would say so. I'm earning enough that I was able to quit my job, and now I'm just doing this full time. But this thing that I learned from Hook Point, one incremental little step that I'm going to change, and I'm hoping that that's going to bring better results. So even though I've got some success, I've got a lot to learn, and I continue to study internet marketing. I continue to educate myself. I continue to read books, pay for courses and things like that from other people who are better at it than I am, so that I can learn how to do it better myself. So for you, being a member of How to Thrive Online, this group is a good place to start, because I'm teaching you everything that I possibly can know. But please take your education in becoming an internet entrepreneur seriously, and go out and look beyond what I can teach. Start with these two books, 1 Million Followers and Hook Point, both by Brendan Kane. And you can just search Brendan Kane on Amazon, and it's easy to find them. But I really want to encourage you to study. If you want to learn how to be a successful business person, a successful internet entrepreneur, that's not going to come unless you study it. So I hope all of this makes sense to you. And you know, that little lesson that I showed you when I showed you my Creator Studio and the hockey stick formation that I've got, that's a lesson you can learn. To don't do a long introduction for your videos. It just turns people off, and they leave in droves during that time, because it doesn't grab their attention. It's not a hook point. But even beyond that, I want you to learn that, you know, if I can learn, you can learn. We're always improving, and just set your mind to learn what you're doing and to improve yourself every step of the way. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know below. Talk to you next time.